Great news for those who are looking for increases for Social Security. This week is heating up with a lot more updates as we're seeing a reintroduction of a bill for the sixth time to help out with Social Security, and also a brand new bill that has just been introduced into Congress for Social Security to help Social Security recipients. We're hearing a lot. Also, this is supposed to be the year of reform, 2023 Social Security reform, as we're hearing more debates in Congress. Previously, I shared with you the Democrat perspective in Congress. Now, in this video, I'm going to share with you the Republican perspective.
They want to protect Social Security. Well, if you want to protect it, you're going to have to legislate on it because it's steadily.
I'll play you that full video clip as we're hearing the latest news when it comes to Social Security reform and a new bill that has been reintroduced for the sixth time. This is the John Larson 21 Social Security Act. This bill has been introduced multiple times. You may be wondering, what is the significance of this if it is still being reintroduced? Why no action? Well, I'm going to give you all those details. Plus, I'll give you the details on this latest bill, which is the Social Security Fairness Act, Medicare and Social Security Fairness Act, which is going to boost taxes on the wealthy. So I'm going to give you all those updates, play that video clip, and give you some other important updates as well. If you appreciate these regular Social Security updates, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more of the latest news when it comes to Social Security, increases, decreases, latest bills and proposals. Hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. All right, so before I get into this, I want to ask you a question. What do you care about more when it comes to Social Security? Do you care about having increased pay right now, or do you want the solvency of Social Security to last many years so that it can last longer and pay out longer? Let me know. Let me know your thoughts on that. So let's get into this, because we're seeing two different sides of the Social Security reform debate. One, have some increased payments now, like the $2,400 extra in the Social Security Expansion Act, and then we're also seeing insolvency increase the payouts for a longer amount of time. So let's get into this right here. Representative Larson reintroduces his Social Security 2100 Act and other top news for the week regarding Social Security. So John Larson reintroduced his Social Security Act for the sixth time. He has offered this legislation. Basically, this legislation, if you're not aware, it could give a $485 increase. It gives a 2% increase just for everybody on SSI, SSDI, VA, anybody who's collecting Social Security. So right off the bat, it gives a 2%. With some other increases in there, it gives $485. Now, the one pitfall of this bill is that when it comes to helping out with the insolvency, it only lasts for 5 years, more like a trial to see how this bill works and if they want to increase it for the future or prolong this bill for the future. So, or try another bill. Maybe this one doesn't work. So basically, that is the Social Security the 2100 Act. Now, when it comes to other bills, we've heard about this one, the proposal for $2,400 in extra checks expanded and reintroduced in Congress. So you may be wondering, if this 2100 Act is reintroduced for the sixth time, what are the chances of it passing, and what are the chances of other bills passing? A proposal for $2,400, which is an extra $200 per month for all Social Security recipients. What's going on with that? Well, the 2100 Act bill, this one right here, is seeing more traction than the Expansion Act one. But also, there's another new bill. Seems like Congress is really good at introducing bills, introducing legislation, having proposals, talking about all these great changes that could happen. But when it comes to action, summers, they take off almost half the summer, barely get any work done, and collect even if they're not in Congress passing bills, they're still collecting their $14,000 per month salary. Making $174,000 per year. Meanwhile, everyone on Social Security is struggling to barely get by after decades dedicated to the economy, or our most vulnerable people, barely able to take care of themselves, have to suffer due to the hands of Congress members who are very wealthy. Also, here's another bill right here. Medicare and Social Security Fair Share Act boost taxes on wealthy. So This has been introduced into Congress. The bill would apply Social Security payroll tax to wage, self-employment, and investment income above $400,000. So back to the debate of taxing the rich to help Social Security. What it's saying here, what the White House said is, without new revenue, the Hospital Insurance Trust Fund and the Old Age and Survivors Insurance Trust Fund are expected to become insolvent in 2028 and 2033, respectively. So this bill, according to the White House, would ensure the long-term solvency of the Medicare and Social Security trust funds by reversing inequities in the tax system so that high earners contribute a fairer share. If you ask 99% of the population in America, they would say, hey, tax the rich. They have plenty of money to help out Social Security. Is it really that hard to tax people who are making millions of dollars per year, who have multiple vacation houses, boats, yachts? Tax them a little bit and then help out Social Security. So the debate for Social Security reform heating up. As we're seeing multiple Congress members talking about it on the Congress floor. Take a look at this from Representative Tom Cole. This is the Republican rebuttal. If you haven't caught yesterday's video, I'll link to that later on. But yesterday I gave the Democrat perspective. This is the Republican perspective. Take a look at what is said here about Social Security reform.
Nice. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. I yield myself such time as I may consume. Just want to state for the record, I certainly have no objection to defending Social Security and Medicare. As a matter of fact, for I think 6 Congresses in a row, I have introduced legislation. It was originally drawn up with my good friend John Delaney, former Democratic member, on doing just that, on trying to save Social Security. And what we proposed is what we did back in 1983 that actually worked, extended the life of Social Security for almost half a century, which would be to actually, let's do a commission, let's make a set of reasonable reforms. I would put revenue on the table, personally. I think that has to be part of it. It certainly was then. But again, my friends haven't been very serious about reforming Social Security, in my view. And to be fair, I don't think anybody has been. We've been trying to get people to look at this problem for a long time. I would invite my friend from New York or any of my Democratic colleagues to look at what we've proposed. Again, proposed originally with a Democratic co-sponsor, and think, because it's the only way we're going to get there. It's going to have to be a bipartisan sort of deal. That's what Ronald Reagan, Tip O'Neill, and Howard Baker did back in that time frame. We should do the same thing. So to say we're not interested in Medicare or Social Security is just simply wrong. And again, I'm the last guy probably to say it to, because I've consistently put a proposal to try and move forward in that regard. I will say this, in 1983 when they saved it, they were within 2 months of it going broke. We should learn a lesson, not going broke, but having to make the cuts that you make to adjust your outflow to the revenue coming in. We've got 10 years. We ought to take care of that. Unfortunately, not enough people seem to be interested. That includes the President of the United States, who back in 1983 actually voted for that commission to be created and then voted to accept its recommendations. The current White House says it doesn't want to do any commissions, and it politicizes the issues. I see this on both sides of the aisle, Mr. Speaker, where people tell us they want to protect Social Security. Well, if you want to protect it, you're going to have to legislate on it, because it's steadily becoming less solvent over the years. Also, to my friend from New York's remark about the focus on military spending, I just would point out to the House the total budget in the NDAA that's proposed this year is actually the one the President recommended. And I personally think it's too low. I would have gone higher. I'd be the first to tell you that. But the number that the committee chose is the President's number. So for those of my friends that are critical of, quote unquote, how much is being spent, I would suggest you direct your concerns to the White House, because the Appropriations Committee took the President's recommended number. Again, if we think we're misfocused, your first argument is with the President of the United States, not with your colleagues on the other side of the aisle. With that, Mr. Speaker, I would reserve the balance of my time. Gentleman reserve.
What are your thoughts on what Representative Tom Cole has to say about Social Security reform? Talked about the old days a lot there, but I guess that's how he wanted to make his point. Let me know your thoughts on that. And that is all the news that I have for you today to hopefully brighten your day a bit. Here's my daughter Bella's tip of the day.
Hi guys, this is Bella. This is the tip of the day. I want to tell you the one thing you should do when you're feeling down and you want to follow your wishes. Then do whatever you want. It's a free country here. You can do whatever you want. So bye guys. Have a good night or a good day.
Thank you so much for watching. Appreciate your support. If you want to check out the Democrat perspective, also a new increase for Social Security, definitely want to click this video link right up here, and I'll see you in that video if you want to check out the latest updates on Social Security. So click that video, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care, be safe. Thank you for watching.